mech of the series is the one the Rangers built themselves and then merged with to activate similarly to the way the Kaku Rangers accessed Kakure Daishogun.
Kakure Daishogun. Oh, is this a referencing Fist of the North Star?
Gekiatsu Daio is its name, and it is compiled of the commonly known mythical beasts of China, the phoenix, azure dragon, tortoise, and a white tiger, along with a shark and a panda. Overall, while I'm not a fan of the mecha, they could be worse. Much, much worse. Sadly, the mech battles aren't all that intuitive.
Oh, an app from Ace Attorney Game Collection?
Especially since a lot of them feel like they're forced in and they don't belong. There are some nice looking miniatures, so that's cool. The effects and the music. Honestly, there's really nothing for me to discuss with the effects, as they're pretty basic and standard fare for Sentai. Sure, they're on par with what Sentai was doing at the time, but after seeing the effects work in the Ultraman shows that came in the same time period, the ones in Ninninger just seem to be lacking. It doesn't help that despite all of Toei's hype about getting new stuntmen, the fight choreography is dull and features a heavy amount of CGI that is meant to enhance the attacks. I think that is the biggest disappointment of all though, as we had some truly top-notch fight scenes in Shinkenger, well this one just half-asses it. The best battle sequence and camera work of the entire show is actually featured in the second clip show episode. It's also the only fight sequence that I could remember after I watched it when it first aired, and now I know why, as it is the only one worth a damn. Speaking of clip shows, Takaharu does have a cool Ultraman growing big sequence in the first one. There is only a single sunset battle in the entire series. At least it does look gorgeous.
It almost looks like Bayonetta.
Thankfully, I am able to praise the base for the Kiba Oni, as it's very stylish by being in a dark room with lit up screens and blue lighting.
Have you forgotten, sir? I am Master Kiboni Gengetsu's page.
Now that's really cool. Even the music to the show is unimpressive. I mean, it's good, sure, and yet forgettable. Kosuke Yamashita was probably not the best pick for a ninja-themed show, considering he has done music for comedy-based anime series like The Wallflower, Hanayori Dango, and Smile. Okay, maybe that isn't fair to say, as he also did the music to Maji Ranger and Kamen Rider Gaim, and those are fine, but when I think of ninjas, or more specifically, a third Sentai series revolving around ninjas, I think there should have been more traditional sounds involved. Or maybe there were and I just forgot about them? Highly unlikely. Whatever the case may be, the music didn't blow me away. At least the in-show music. The opening and closing themes, however, kick all kinds of ass. Both are very catchy and energetic, elevating your enthusiasm for the show more than it provides. Their names are Saike Ninninger, which was performed by Yohei Onishi, while Daki Ise did Nanja Manja Ninja Matsuri.
The Matsuri is the Japanese word for festival.
The episodes. While I may not have found Ninninger to be as painful to sit through as I did with Go-Onger, like Go-Onger, there really weren't any episodes that truly blew me away. If I had to pick a favorite episode, it would be the Spring Ninja Festival, which features Ninja Red and Hurricane Red.
Oh, Rosebud, again.
Honestly, the only reason I have picked this one is because it made me wish I was watching one of those shows instead. Well, that, and we do get a nice line from Sasuke insulting Takaharu.
忍びなれども忍ばない？そんなこと言ってるようじゃ到底本物の忍者にはなれないぞ。
Give
That
a round
alone is
of
worth the
applause.
price of admission. As for my least favorite episode, well, I'm gonna pick from a trilogy of episodes here, as they are all pretty damn bad, and they all revolve around Yakumo. They are the yokai Yakumo love, the ninja that loved Yakumo, and the little witch that likes Yakumo. All three of them are just downright dreadful to sit through. And as I said, Matsumoto just does not seem to be able to handle doing comedy very well. Just seeing him pine over a yokai because it was his lawnmower seems very out of character. And then we have this other episode where the yokai falls in love with Yakumo over his bravery. The last one features a girl from the wizarding school he went to coming to Japan to find out when he is coming back, which is the one that features Maji Yellow, who doesn't even join in on the fight, rendering his cameo moot.
Nah, that's not right.
There are a lot of other subpar episodes to be had. Regardless, this trilogy was without a doubt the worst the show had to offer.
Dumb plot 101. Takaharu cannot stop the bus. Oh, we're getting to a silent film parody out of it. Should we be scared now? Oh. The mischievous villain theme. Hey Yakumo, can you use your giant dragon mech to stop that crazy bus? To stop this crazy bus? I could, but that would be too easy. Hit the shuriken that has conveniently appeared now on the brakes. Whoa, convenient. Kevin MacLeod's background music. Oh crap, we've been saved. Now we're going to have to eat our vegetables tonight. Ooh, lots of picky kids. The end.
The movies and
movies and specials.
Ninninger has way too many movies and specials for its own good. I liked it better when things were kept simplistic and there was like maybe one movie and a versus movie and that was it. Now it's just getting way too overboard with side stories and post-show movies and all this crap. The first is, of course, the summer theatrical film, which features the Rangers having to save a king who is taken on the form of a dinosaur from an evil villain.
Featuring a terrible dragon and fought for catastrophe.
それが
That's the legend of
悪しき
the
竜の言い
terrible
伝
dragon.
えだってさ
Heard him.
The movie feels a lot like it is just repeating the same plot from the Shuriken movie
One
beat
of
for
them looks
beat,
like a
especially when the
dinosaur.
king is returned to normal Super Mario 3 style and they acquire the dinosaurs and
Super Mario
auxiliary
Brothers
mech.
3 style? Ooh, Jurassic Park music with a forming mecha scene.
The only parts I really liked was when the king made his own pun.
どうやらダメ殿様のようでございますね。
お、分かってるな、青
Hey,
年
this。guy gets it.
俺、
I'm
ダメ
ain't
人
good
間。
for nothing.
いや、ダメ
Actually,
恐
I'm good
竜。
for
And
dino
then when
thing.
Kasumi acted like a ghost for a quick second.
Summer ghost story. Ooh.
After that was, of course,
A
the
curse
versus movie
got
with
them
Tokujir.
into
In this
icy
one, the
statues.
Ninjas are nearly captured by an evil scientist through a series of dream worlds. Luckily, the Tokujirs are there to rescue them, only they fail at saving Takaharu. Is that a failure, though?
Is this a failure? That's banana.
Takaharu So is transferred into an evil clone and a battle ensues.
Oh, Infinity War.
バカだし
I'm connected. Oh. Infinity War reference.
I wish that was so true. The Tokujers and Ninjagers also have to take on the generals from Tokuger as they're back because of course they are. However, I had no idea they were a bunch of bumbling idiots as they seem much more serious in the episodes I saw of their show.
Oh, 美しい。大丈夫か美しい娘子。この霧学連ネロ才蔵が助けてやるぜよ。
Boiling water.
Also, I should mention that our movie's villain actually has a human form, making him the only Ninninger villain to not just be a costumed monster.
僕は忍者が大好きすぎてね、伝説の忍者たちの闇クローンを作っちゃったんだ。僕ってばすっごい才能。
A new mech is created and the Go-Ongers show up for a quick scene.
Let's kick your butt. I think it'd be a good idea to make sure. Excuse me. Are you all bad guys?
Which was clearly written before their character traits were. While this one is a bit better than the last few Versus films I have sat through, I just don't understand why Toei decided to move a series of movies that struggle to fulfill a 45-minute runtime into hour-long features. It really slows the pacing down when it was already quite slow before.
Firearms.
Shut up and take my money.
Shut up and
Moving
take my
on,
money.
we have a movie called Ninnin Girls vs. Ninnin Boys, which is set 2 years after the show's
idols.
ending. Here, we finally get to meet Takaharu and Fuku's mother, who has decided to turn the girls into an idol superhero group and deems the men unfit to use the Ninninger brand. It's a feminist SJW dream come true. The girls even get their own anime ability.
Oh! Magical girl type anime.
What the hell was that?
I was ready to turn this thing off 4
Yeah.
minutes in due to how annoying it was, and it never got better over the remaining 50-something minutes. There was at least one bright spot. This.
I was
Oh,
punished
and
by
Megumi
an
Han
anime.
takes on the role of playing a girl who can transform into a 7th Ninninger. Next, there was a team-up episode with Kamen Rider Drive. That way it felt more like an episode of
Kamen
Drive
Rider
that featured
Drive?
the Ninjagers rather than a crossover. It also seemed like this was just to advertise another movie, as it ends up with the whole plot revolving around surprise! Shocker.
Shocker. Shaka.
Shocker again, huh? Meh.
That's how you say shocker in Bronx accent.
In the end, it was pretty lackluster.
This scene was funny though.
どうしたブレ
Come on, Brian.
ロボです今巨大なロボが
And finally, there was a DVD special with Takaharu and Kinji having a modeling contest that led into fighting a bunch of
Model
yokai,
contest.
including the grunts from both Kaku Ranger and Hurricaneger. And what may be the second best fight sequence of the entire series.
Spider-Man reference?
It was dumb, but dumb fun. Overall,
Fun.
Ninninger isn't the worst Super Sentai show I've ever sat through, though it is up there. It just doesn't do anything extraordinary compared to its ninja-themed predecessors. Additionally, Takuharu is just unbearable to deal with. Thus, I am going to be giving Ninninger a generous 2 on 5 grown-ups and
out of
spandex. Unless you must watch every Sentai series, or you really want to see the source material for what Power Rangers Ninja Steel was based on, there is no reason to watch this show at all. Go watch Kaku Ranger instead. It's
Kaku Ranger?
much better and well worth your time. Until next time,
Ooh.
bye.
Disappeared ninja style. Copyrighted and owned by Toei, the company behind Dragon Ball Z, Pirate. Oh, that was Citizen Kane. Toei, the company behind Dragon Ball Z, Saint Seiya, Captain Harlock, Digimon Adventure, One Piece, etc. Special thanks. I gotta say that the review was pretty good, but this really pretty good. I can tell why this show is really bad and worse than Go-Onger. Engine Go-Onger.